All right, guys. I felt that we needed to give a little tutorial about how your business day should look and the difference between a vendor and a sponsor. And so what I'm thinking that what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go through where you should be, what you should be doing, and the difference between a vendor and a sponsor. So let's just go ahead and go back here. And so the first thing that you should do is you should log into your cPanel. Okay, your cPanel is www.ultimategirlfriendaffair.com/webmail. And when you put that in, it's going to lead you right to this. This is your cPanel. So you see my address is already in there. So I'm going to go ahead and click log in. And it's going to take me right to my mailbox. Now, if you want to be successful in booking vendors, you must absolutely open up your cPanel in some shape or form and send and receive from your cPanel, which is your email server. If you don't do this, you know, if you're sending from your email, your phones or which is okay if you're just like a quick response, but when you're sending the contract, the welcome letter, or even some type, we now have a sponsor statistics letter that we send. When you're sending all that, sometimes, unless you're dealing with the iPhone or iPad, you don't have the ability to be able to send all those documents. So what I need for you guys to do is go to an actual web page and send and receive from your mailboxes. Okay, so now we're in our cPanel, and let me just get you familiar with your inboxes really quick. So it opens right up, as you can see, it opens right up to your first, your inbox. You can compose, and I know this might sound like I'm, sounding kind of repetitious, but I want to make sure that everybody understands. When you want to send an email, you go up and you hit compose, and then you send your email. So right now I'm going to go ahead and send a message to Carrie. And so she know that it's not a true message. If for some reason, I'm going to put test in it. But if for some reason, if you don't see your email or your signature at the bottom, and what I highlighted right here is called your signature. Okay. If you don't see your signature at the bottom, you need to hit signature, and it will put it in another time for you. Okay. So I'm going to go down to the bottom. If you want to choose to attach something, and I'll just go ahead and attach anything to her. And she booked Buffalo Wild Wings today as a sponsor, so I'll send that to her, and she's probably going to think I'm crazy, but that's okay. And we're going to hit send. And now that attachment is gone, and it's off to Carrie. Okay, so make sure that you're using your cPanels to send and receive emails. So I'm going to leave my cPanel up because I'm almost guaranteed that we're going to come back to it. And so also I'm jumping over here. Give me just a second. To our inbox. I mean, our Facebook page. Okay, sorry guys. I'm also jumping over to our Facebook page. For those of you who are actually physically on Facebook, make sure that you are liking and have liked the page, and every now and then respond, because people like to see that this is an active business. They want to know that we are passionate about our company. So make sure that you are also liking the page, okay? And at least one or two comments. If you see somebody, like a random person who may come to the event, just say hi and say hi. You're gonna have a wonderful time. Just say something or do something. Okay. I'm gonna click off of this, and I'm gonna open up another page. One second. Thank you for calling the Ultimate Girlfriend Affair. This is Takesha. How can I help you? Hey, what's going on? Right. Okay. Okay. All right. We're going to call that. Well, I'm going to let you finish up calling whoever you're calling, and then Slack me and let me know when you're available. And, well, yeah, I'm glad that we were able to help her in some way. All right. Well, I'm doing this broadcast, so let me finish it up and then I'll call you back. All right, honey. Bye-bye. Okay, I apologize about that. We're in our business office, so we still have to answer the phones. And speaking of answering the phones, which brings me back to that, which was on my list to talk to you. Whenever I call, you don't know, all you know is that someone's calling on the other line, and you see the 1-800 number. You don't know what they're going to say. You don't know who's calling you. It could be Pepsi calling you. It could be, and they hit your extension by accident. It's very important that while we're using our extensions, that when we get that phone call, that we answer it and we say, "Thank you for calling the Ultimate Girlfriend Affair. My name is Takesha. How can I help you today?" You need to give who you are, what's your name, and how can I help you? Because if you don't say that, what if it's someone called you by mistake? Our number is very close to, I believe, either AT&T or T-Mobile. It's one of the, or I'm sorry, Chase. And so if a Chase customer is calling you, they want to know that they've called the wrong business. you know, so they don't start rattling off their account numbers and stuff like that. All right, so the next thing that I wanted to talk to you about is our Slack, okay? I'm going to just go ahead and real quickly, let me make sure it's up here. It looks like I might have to go into Slack. Hold on. I'm going to open up the Slack here, and I'm just going to show you how to search for things in conversations. All right? So give me just a second here to bring this up. I'm going to sign in really quickly. Actually, it already signed me in probably. Okay, maybe not. All right. Signing into Slack. All right, so I'm loading. It says more holy moly. So I'm loading it. Let me make sure. Yep, it's good. And I do apologize. It's just taking a little bit of time to retrieve the history. Keisha sent me something. Okay, so here at the top, you have the search bar, right? Give me just a second. Give me 1 second, guys. Seems like my computer's going a little slow. So we're going to speed it up real quick. And thank you for being patient while I get this handled for us. Okay, so that should do it. Yes. All right. So I want to bring up cookies. And we're going to search it. And it's trying to bring it up now. So as you can see, there's no searches about cookies. Like we've not talked about cookies. Why? I have no idea because I really love cookies. But anyway, let's talk about something that we have. Mary. Okay. So as you can see, off to the side here in the search results, and let me make sure it's doing that. Okay. Off to the side here, there was a conversation with Shay. There's a conversation with Carrie. And you could keep going. And it'll talk about, you know, it'll go and it'll pull up everything it possibly can that has to do with Mary or Kay. All right. So now, let's see. Let's do this one. I want to, right under here, I want to go specifically to this message. So I'm going to do what's called jump. So I'm going to jump to this message. So I'm going to click jump. And as you can see, it's loading because it's probably a little while ago. And there is the message it jumped to right now. Okay, now there's a trick with this. If you want to search for something, it will search for something underneath the channel. So what you need to do is if you want to search for a specific thing, you're going to have to click, like for instance, sales team. Give me 1 second. And then it's, so instead of looking for Mary Kay, all right, it's reconnecting. Sorry, guys. Uh-oh. Okay, so what I need to do, I don't know why that's circling. It says it's connected. Anyway, so we're going to put in jam. And so now it's going to pull up everything that has anything to do with Jamberry. So I'm going to jump to this conversation because it was on June 8th and now it's June 17th, so it's loading. And there it is. It'll jump to the specific conversation and anybody else who responded. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up about that. All right, so I'm going to open up Facebook. I'm going to give you some tips on searching for people via Facebook. Now, I've heard of you guys, a lot of you are like, you're finding your leads through these different women's groups, which is fine. That's fine. I mean, however we can find them is great. So there's no specific formula, but there is things that you can add to your searches to help you find someone even quicker. And I have no idea why this thing is going so slow. Okay, so let's put in hashtag GNO. And we're going to hit enter. Now what Facebook is going to do is it's going to search for everything that has anything to do with GNO, whether it has to do with something that you're looking for or not. Because that can actually be an acronym besides Girls Night Out. It's popularly known for Girls Night Out, but it could be something else totally that has nothing to do with the Girls Night Out. So what we're doing right now is we're waiting for it to come up. Aha! We're the first ones that comes up. It says that we changed our location. Hold on one second. Uh-oh. I don't want to play Soccer Crush Candy or whatever it's called. And I do apologize for the internet being so slow. I have no idea. Let me see if I can. I think it's because I'm doing this this particular saying that Chrome is running a lot. All right. So now that it came up 10,000 years later, you can see everything that has to do with Girls Night Out. Now, because we've been using Girls Night Out on UGA like a lot, normally the way it works is that our stuff will come up first. They'll be like, wait a minute, these people over here are kind of important. They've been using this hashtag a lot. So that's why you see it up. But then you see that this is some random thing about some Girls Night Out. But the reason why I wanted you to bring this up or show you how to search this, and I'm trying here. Maybe we shouldn't use Girls Night Out because it looks like we took over that. Let's do bath. So now we're doing one hashtag bath, and let's see what comes up. Okay, so actually, I'm glad this came up. Let's see here. I didn't know she sold those. Oh, stop. Okay, there we go. We're going to open this link in a new tab, and hopefully okay, so as you can see, a bunch of different companies come up. Now, Margarita Bloom, we did try to get them a couple times, and well, not a couple times, we tried to get them, and they said they couldn't do it this year, which is fine. We'll just try next year. So here's a soap lady. I have no idea. So sometimes I hover over the link, and it's just to see if they're here in the local area. And I'm just going to open her page too. Now, basically, oh, can I say something? I think I can talk. No. No, then I can't talk to her because it sounds like she's got a personal page. Okay, hold on. So let's just look at the people that we've got right here. All right, so this is Lynn McNeil, and I know her through like a friend of a friend of a friend, or maybe she contacted me, and I'm thinking she contacted me and asked me to be a friend because I was in some kind of business network. Nevertheless, she would probably be a really good sponsor because it looks like Father's Day weekend, these shaving gels, la la la, busy for professional man on the truck. So she has a truck boutique, and I'm just going to, she's got a lot of stuff. Let me see if she has a website. No, it looks like she does all her advertising somewhere else. But anyway, so let's look up Kimberly here. She had soaps. And I don't know anything about Kimberly because she was just some random person that was off inside of the hashtags. But sometimes you have to do your research. You should always do your research before you call anybody. And when you call somebody, you should know exactly who you want to talk to, exactly what you're going to talk about, and who, I'm sorry, hold on one second. And who you want to talk to, what you want to talk about. And of course, you always have to ask for the sale. So you talk to them, get them pumped up, and then ask for the sale. Because if you don't ask, hey, now that you've heard everything that I have told you about, when can I go ahead and get that contract and that invoice over for you so we can secure your spot today? You always have to ask for the sale. If you don't ask for the sale, you're letting your money get off the phone. And that's silly. And apparently, this lady doesn't have a website either. Okay. We're going to try one more hashtag. I can't believe this. And it could be that my thing is just going really, really slow. All right, so I'm looking for anything that can, a person that can be a vendor. You know what? Let's do something a little bit out of the ordinary. So basically, we know what a vendor is, okay? We need to distinguish what a sponsor is. Um, ooh, that's not good. Okay. So a sponsor is someone who would probably not sit at the tables, who already has a presence in throughout the consumer world. But what they would like to do is get in touch with some people that they would otherwise not be able to. So, like for instance, Carrie booked Buffalo Wild Wings. They are our sponsor because why would they ever come to our table and sit there and say, "Hey, we have a Buffalo Wild Wings in Virginia Beach. Would you like to come and see us?" They would never do that because it doesn't make good business sense. But what they would do that would make good business sense is that they would come and be a sponsor. So what they would do is give a coupon or give a free appetizer or something, so that they would advertise themselves that way, and then that way they get the people that we had at our event into their doors, because someone's like, hey, we can all go to Buffalo Wild Wings. We all got like $5 off passes or coupons, and that would be a reason. Um, I'm just trying to find. Okay, so we just decided, or not decided, but we just came to the agreement that if you see a food truck, they probably are not going to be a good vendor. And the reason why is because their biggest part of their business is their truck, and they're not going to be able to put their truck inside of our convention center because there's regulations and stuff like that, and they got to turn it on and all that good stuff, and they're just not going to be able to do that. So I want to let you guys know that a good a vendor is not going to be a food truck. Okay, so let me see here. All right, sponsors. As you can see on here, and I know this, let me see if I can find another one. Oh, there it goes. It just needed to become clear. These people right here are your sponsors. And so you have Burger King, Target, they're your huge companies that would never think about sitting at our event ever, because they don't have the capacity to, because one, they have a business to run out there on the highway, in their very big store. But what they will do is that they will probably give coupons or discounts or free cards or something like that. Those are all Carrie's information. Like, those are all Carrie's leads. So if for some reason, if you come across a sponsor, a big sponsor, and then they want to be, or maybe they call into your line and they didn't get us, you need to transfer that call to either the corporate office, which is extension 1, or Carrie, which is extension 4. Okay? I just want everybody to understand who you should be working with and who you should not be working with. So let's go to who you should be working with. Oh man, that's not what I wanted to say. Okay. So I'm just waiting for it to, and I think the screen is moving really slow because we're doing a screen share right now, and also we're doing a YouTube video. Let me see if I have it on here. All right, so what we're going to do is go to the Hampton Roads Chamber of Commerce so I can show you businesses that you should be looking up. Directory. Business categories. Let's look up we'll look up day spas. Well, there was only one, and it's something called Premier Laser Spa of Virginia. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you should be booking as someone who can be a vendor for the event. Now, this lead can go two ways because they're kind of big. It can go towards them booking as a vendor, and they come in and they advertise about their hair removal services, or they could just give a coupon and they could be in the swag bags, which is, you know, either way is fine. Give me 1 second. And so, you know, when you got to be smart about it. If for some reason they were like, oh, our marketing budget is full this year, I don't believe that we'll be able to do that. Okay, let me refer you over to my sales manager who will get your business out there even more on a broader spectrum than you being here at the event. And now they're like, wait, what? They want to hear what you have to say. So what you need to do is get them over to Carrie, and then Carrie can close them on being a swag bag sponsor. So basically, guys, it's really, really simple. And I think what I'll start doing, and I know this is a little choppy because I did it on the fly, but, you know, basically, here's the rundown. Make sure that you're using your cPanel to send and receive messages. Make sure that you answer the call with a professional voicemail. Don't just pick it up and say hello. No, you need to say, hello, thank you for calling Ultimate Girlfriend Affair. My name is Takesha. How can I help you today? Make sure that you are knowing the difference between a sponsor and a vendor. Okay. And if your vendor becomes, you know, more interested in your swag bag stuff, you need to get them over to Carrie. Make sure that you're searching and vetting these leads before you make a phone call. Okay. You need to do these steps first. If you don't, you're going to fail at this business. And then you're going to be talking to me, or you're going to be talking to Carrie, and you're going to be like, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. What I'm calling them, I'm pitching, and they're still not, they're still not buying it. Well, it could be that your pitch is wrong. It could be that when you are talking to them, you are in a car. It could be that your environment is noisy. You have to be ready and focused and in front of a computer or in a quiet space so that you can make these phone calls. If you are not, they are going to hang up on you because they don't know who you are. They don't know who you are. They don't know why you're calling. And now you're asking them for money? No. If your background doesn't sound professional, they're not going to deal with you. And nobody should be calling people in the car unless they called you, unless you received that call from the business line in the car. Okay? You should not be making phone calls in the car. You should not be making phone calls in a crowded space. You should be in a professional space in a quiet area in front of a computer so that you can answer questions about the contract and what's included and what's going on with the contract and when do you need to have it back, when they need to have the invoice back, stuff like that. You cannot concentrate if you got a bunch of stuff in your background. You just can't. So those of you who have family time on the weekend and you know that you need to make phone calls, you need to let your family know to please respect your, like an hour or 30 minutes or whatever it takes you to make those phone calls so that you are not being bothered. And I get it. I'm a mom, so I get it. But this is a business and we have to treat it like one. If we don't, no one is going to invest in this ever. Why would they? So please, please, please know your vendor, your sponsors, and know which one they are. Nobody should be dealing with any sponsors or sponsor contracts. If you see somebody who would be a good fit for, the business, send them over to myself or Carrie. All right. I hope that this tutorial was helpful. I will be doing another one this week. You guys take care. Talk to you soon.